Hi. I'm Amin. And I'm Muslim. I want to show you Islam. The Arabic word Islam simply means submission, and derives from the word meaning peace apostrophe dot. In a religious context it means complete submission to the will of God. Allah is the Arabic name for God, which is used by Arab Muslims and Christians alike. Islam is not a new religion, but the same truth that God revealed through all his prophets to every people. For a fifth of the world's population, Islam is both a religion and a complete way of life. Muslims follow a religion of peace, mercy, and forgiveness, and the majority have nothing to do with the extremely grave events which have come to be associated with their faith. There are 1 billion people from a vast range of races, nationalities and cultures across the globe, from the southern Philippines to Nigeria, are united by their common Islamic faith. About 18% live in the Arab world. The world's largest Muslim community is in Indonesia. Substantial parts of Asia and most of Africa are Muslim, while significant minorities are to be found in China, North and South America, and Europe. Muslims' basic beliefs are: belief in one Allah. Muslims believe Allah is one, eternal, creator, and sovereign. Belief in the angels. Belief in the prophets. The prophets include the biblical prophets but end with Muhammad as Allah's final prophet. Belief in the revelations of Allah. Muslims accept certain portions of the Bible, such as the Torah and the Gospels. They believe the Quran is the pre-existent, perfect word of Allah. Belief in the last day of judgment and the hereafter. Everyone will be resurrected for judgment into either paradise or hell. Belief in predestination. Muslims believe Allah has decreed everything that will happen. Muslims testify to Allah's sovereignty with their frequent phrase, Inshallah, meaning, if God wills. The 5 pillars of Islam are: Shahada, or the testimony of faith; Salat, or prayer; Zakat, or giving; Saum, or fasting; Hajj, or pilgrimage. The testimony of faith is saying with conviction, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. This saying means there is no true God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. Means that none has the right to be worshipped but God alone, and that God has neither partner nor son. This testimony of faith is called the Shahada, a simple formula which should be said with conviction in order to convert to Islam. The testimony of faith is the most important pillar of Islam. Prayer. Muslims perform 5 prayers a day. Each prayer does not take more than a few minutes to perform. Prayer in Islam is a direct link between the worshipper and God. There are no intermediaries between God and the worshipper. Prayers are performed at dawn, noon, mid-afternoon, sunset, and night. A Muslim may pray almost anywhere, such as in fields, offices, factories, or universities. Giving zakat. All things belong to God, and wealth is therefore held by human beings in trust. The original meaning of the word zakat is both purification and growth. Giving zakat means giving a specified percentage on certain properties to certain classes of needy people. The percentage which is due on gold, silver, and cash in possession for 1 lunar year is 2.5%. Fasting the month of Ramadan. Every year in the month of Ramadan, all Muslims fast from dawn until sundown, abstaining from food, drink, and sexual relations. Although the fast is beneficial to health, it is regarded principally as a method of spiritual self-purification. By cutting oneself off from worldly comforts, even for a short time, A fasting person gains true sympathy with those who go hungry, as well as growth in his or her spiritual life. Hajj, the pilgrimage to Mecca, is an obligation once in a lifetime for those who are physically and financially able to perform it. About 2 million people go to Mecca each year from every corner of the globe. Although Mecca is always filled with visitors, the annual Hajj is performed in the 12th month of the Islamic calendar. Male pilgrims wear special simple clothes which strip away distinctions of class and culture so that all stand equal before God. Who is the Prophet Muhammad? The Prophet Muhammad was born in Mecca in the year 570, at a time when Christianity was not yet fully established in Europe. Since his father died before his birth, and his mother shortly afterwards, he was raised by his uncle from the respected tribe of Quraysh. As he grew up, he became known for his truthfulness, generosity and sincerity, so that he was sought after for his ability to arbitrate in disputes. The historians describe him as calm and meditative. The Prophet Muhammad was of a deeply religious nature, and had long detested the decadence of his society. It became his habit to meditate from time to time in the cave of Hira near Mecca. At the age of 40, while engaged in a meditative retreat, the Prophet received his first revelation from God through the angel Gabriel. This revelation, which continued for 23 years, is known as the Quran. As soon as he began to recite the words he heard from Gabriel, and to preach the truth which God had revealed to him, he and his small group of followers suffered bitter persecution, which grew so fierce that in the year 622 God gave them the command to emigrate, in which they left Mecca for the city of Medina, some 260 miles to the north, marks the beginning of the Muslim calendar. After several years, the Prophet and his followers were able to return to Mecca, where they forgave their enemies and established Islam definitively. Before the Prophet died at the age of 63, the greater part of Arabia was Muslim, and within a century of his death Islam had spread to Spain in the west and as far east as China. The practice and example of the Prophet is the second authority for Muslims. A hadith is a reliably transmitted report of what the Prophet said, did, or approved. Belief in the Sunnah is part of the Islamic faith. Examples of the Prophet's sayings: God has no mercy on one who has no mercy for others. None of you truly believes until he wishes for his brother what he wishes for himself. Powerful is not he who knocks the other down. Indeed, powerful is he who controls himself in a fit of anger. He who eats his fill while his neighbor goes without food is not a believer. The Quran. The Quran is a record of the exact words revealed by God through the angel Gabriel to the Prophet Muhammad. It was memorized by Muhammad and then dictated to his companions, and written down by scribes, who cross-checked it during his lifetime. Not one word of its 114 chapters, surahs, has been changed over the centuries, so that the Quran is in every detail the unique and miraculous text which was revealed to Muhammad 14 centuries ago. The Quran, the last revealed word of God, is the prime source of every Muslim's faith and practice. It deals with all the subjects which concern us as human beings: wisdom, doctrine, worship, and law. But its basic theme is the relationship between God and his creatures. At the same time, it provides guidelines for a just society, proper human conduct and an equitable economic system.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqima sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim, غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Thank you for watching this video.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سواه.